Good morning, guys. So you don't build wealth by reacting to the crowd, right? You build it when all the technology, regulation, and smart money, when it all aligns. So you just got to keep your eyes peeled for all of that. And most people aren't even paying attention. At the end of the day, guess what? So after this massive, crazy week, I was itching to post and then let you guys know the status of everything. But there's so much there's just so much in the community, and then there's so much in social, and then there's so much in YouTube that is just so much hype, so much noise. And so when that happens, I tend to take a step back and then let things calm and cool down. And crypto week is over. Today it's over, right? There might be another wave next week, but right now everything's consolidating. And that's exactly what you want to see. When things are going crazy up and then the high is there, euphoria is there, and it's not even altcoin season. At the end, and those of you who are new to crypto, altcoin season that's basically when altcoins become more dominant than Bitcoin. And then things start skyrocketing. You look at that starts skyrocketing first, and then XRP and all the other meme coins as well too, they start blowing up. But this season and then this cycle is more about utility from my perspective. This is going to be the time. And then the cool thing with that is now the real world gets to see utility-based cryptocurrency. Now people get to understand how cool this technology is and how it's really, I don't know how to explain it, but the technology, I was trying to explain it to my wife, but the exchanges that we use today, for instance, just the traditional banks. If we use the traditional investment firms like Schwab, TD Ameritrade, Fidelity's system, like to trade, it's good, it's okay, but it's not the best. But if we use crypto exchanges to trade, it's so much better, so much faster, and then the transactions transact much quicker, and then the fees aren't that much on some exchanges. But I'm excited to have more regulation around that, and then we've had 3 bills passed. Talk about that today and give you guys some updates after this long week. I know it's probably been like a roller coaster, right? And then we'll go through 3 main points today. I just want to, usually I post my videos on Sundays and between Wednesdays and Thursdays. I've been trying to dabble to different types of videos and all that stuff, but it seems like you guys are more interested in cryptocurrency. So I'll give my updates based on those and then everything that's happening. And I love cryptocurrency, so I think that fits with me perfectly, which is cool. So I'm gonna post this video right after I record it, do a little bit of editing, and then I gotta hit the gym to continue my day. But right now, XRP, it's sitting over around 338. We'll run through some of the highs and lows with that. But the first point that I wanted to talk about was all the crypto bills passed. Guys, this is monumental. These are huge milestones. So Congress passed the Genius Act. So this is the stablecoin regulation. And then the second one is the Clarity Act. So this is within the market structure. How clear is it? And then also the third one is the anti-CBDC bill, which with the strong bipartisan support. Trump signed all of this. We're good. We're literally on our way up. And to me, this is huge because now people get to see what cryptocurrency can do, and then tokens and tokenomics, and then just blockchain in general, right? I've been in blockchain for a while, but even it's very complicated. But if you think about when the internet was created and then URLs, like that, you never knew how that all worked, right? AOL, dial-up. That's basically like cryptocurrency, and then how it's working in the back end. It's the infrastructure, so it's gonna change the world. I'm excited for that. All the bills passing, crypto bills, I'm sure there might be more that's gonna come out of this, but all of this defines XRP as a commodity, not a security. So that's what I'm seeing. This is gonna clear up all the fog, and then it'll open the doors for institutional money, the smart money. Follow where that's gonna go, and then just get along with it with the ride. Don't get hyped up. Make sure that you are calm, and then that you're cool, and then you're able to think clearly about these things. Let things settle down once everything's up and up. It's cool to see, and then you're excited. Take your screenshots of all your money that you've made and all that stuff, but it's gonna settle up. It's gonna settle down, so things are gonna get more calm. When it gets calm, that's when I start taking action. That's when And I feel like everyone should start looking at it like that. But that's one of the golden nuggets that I can give to you guys. Make sure that also what this means is the ETFs are going to start coming out. We already got the ProShares. ProShares is the leverage ETF. And then I think it's 2x leverage. So what that means is you can buy this ETF, and it's just, if XRP goes up $1, then this ETF is going to go up $2. When institutions do this, it drives up the price of XRP in general because they have to buy it off of the exchange. They have to buy it off of us. They have to buy it off of the market. So they can't just go to Ripple and be like, hey, can I get some XRP? No, that's not how it works. They have to get it off of us who own it, and then we can drive up the price. They have to buy a lot of it too to hold it and store it. This also means if you guys have your retirements, your 401ks, and it's all sitting there, crypto can be backed by retirement plans. That's awesome. If the spot ETF for XRP was already available, yo, Fidelity, Schwab, can you guys move all of my retirement funds and just back it up by XRP? That's what you can do. I'm not a financial advisor. By all means, make sure you consult with the financial advisor with all of this. But this is just some stuff that I'm going to be doing. Once everything gets open, that's how much I believe in this asset. I think that it's great, so I'm going to do that once all of that opens up. So talking point number 2 that I want to talk about is the Fedwire. It's live. My last video, I talked about it. Some folks were like, it didn't even happen. No, it happened. It's happening now. It's already live. So the way that the messaging systems, now it's brought up to the modern world. So the messaging systems can work interchangeably. That means it's more accurate and then more faster. And then the technology won't need an upgrade for a while. So that's the huge thing. That happened July 14th. So that's days ago from this video. And that's with the ISO 022. That's an easier way to say it. So like the different system of it. Net's already compliant with this, so we're good with that. I already talked about a lot of the ProShares. Outcome of all of this is infrastructure is here. You can use XRP for settlement, and Wall Street can get exposure without custody. Game over. Wall Street is going to be in. Let's go, guys. Like, come. You know what I hear about people selling? It's like, right, but why are you even in the investment then? Why are you even in the asset? If, shit happens, things you got to sell. But the way that I look at cryptocurrency as a whole, and especially the top that I would put all my money in, and I wouldn't that, I diversify. But, I was putting more and more of my asset in there. Once you start learning that there's other ways to spend the money and get the money, when you borrow it against it without losing that without XRP, well, why don't you guys just do that? Like, I know it's hard to understand because like we're educational world where learn credit is bad, getting bad, like more of a mindset shift than anything, because it isn't bad if you use it for the good things, like credit for the good, for points, and then if you use loans to make more money, that's not a bad thing. Or even if you take your chances and you take, that's on risk it. But the rewards are there and you can learn a lot more. So when I hear about people selling, I'm just like, what? Your goal ultimately, cool. Like you're following plan, right? But if you bought with no plan in mind and you're just like, oh yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna diamond hand this, or oh yeah, it shoots, I'm just gonna sell when it hits at or something. You're gonna, most time everyone's gonna be like, oh yeah, because it's gonna go higher at the end of the day. That's my hard belief. It's ongoing. Even if it goes down, I'm cool with it. Like I've been hodl life for a while, but I have different means for it, for use that asset. I have different strategies too. Like, don't get me wrong, I still profits on the way up for my other portfolio. Like with BTCC, I got into it. And like, I'll show you guys like how all that works, but I wanted to make sure that I can understand it first before I explain it. I can go in there and start fumbling around too. I still fumble now, but I was like, how to lose so much money? Oh yeah, I gained it all back within a week because of crypto week. But we're not go on a rant on that. So let's get back to track. Number 2. Talking point number 3, And this is important because the whales are accumulating, you know, at retail hesitates. Like what means is we're at a consolidating point where things really matter. All over people are just saying, don't F this up. Like, I don't know, that's like their caption or something. I don't know. I see all of that all over the place. It's confusing. I was a little bit irritated, but I watched a couple videos and I was just like, oh, okay, I see what they mean. What they mean is just pay attention, you know, and ensure that you're your plan. That's how I related it. How some aren't saying that. Some of them are just like, oh, don't sell, you know, I'm telling you not to sell and whatnot, and then, or sell. Like that's the thing, but it kind of gets me amped up. I think of the opportunities and then other people just missing out. It's unfortunate, you know. I've had a type of euphoria before, and I've always regretted it not just seeing what the opportunities are, like, and then not having a plan in place. And so worst comes to worst, just take your initial investment out and then the wave. And if you're enjoying it so much, or if you think this cycle is just like all the other cycles, then start scaling out, you know, having to scale out. But if you believe in this asset and you're just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna, some of the money that I've made, like if you jumped in at 190 and 185, like I have other videos that I'll show up there when I was talking about those ranges. Jeez, I don't know, you're up. I don't even want to do the math right now, but you're up. And then you can start, if your goal is to hold, then hold. Or if your goal is to, hey, like I initial investment back, take it back and then go put it somewhere else. You know, go, you know, put it in a charity if you want, like if that's that you're trying to do, and then write it off. Yeah, I'm not a financial advisor, but that's what I do. So yeah, that's guys, and in general, you know, make that you fall into the hype. There's a lot of price predictions going around. There is a lot of opportunity, but there's going to be a lot more that's going to be coming, and then just start weeding out all the fake news, and then make sure that you understand that the fundamentals of this is real. And so utility is, it's a, you know, the general within the crypto space, blockchain, it's nothing that I've ever seen before. Overall in summary, XRP, like this whole week's been crazy. It's been, it had a breakout week. It almost hit all-time highs. That's debatable. Some exchanges before, what we're saying all-time high was 345. The way that I look at all-time highs, I think it was 385 or something like that. So that's all-time highs. Once we hit that ceiling, 385, 389. In here, let me check. Coin market cap. Yes, it's 384, all-time high. And that's what I call it at. And it's consolidating right now around 340, 345, might dip down to 320s. And this week it hit 360, right? 360, let me see. 365. Yeah, it hit 365, guys. That's crazy. So like that's a huge pump. Jeez. See, when did it start? July, here we go. I went at 220 to 3 something. That's a lot. So the ranges that I see still for it to stay around is around the upper range. Hopefully it stays around. So the overall support that I can see, it's sitting around $3.40. $3 is the support that it broke over. So it's up 30% week over week. It's outperforming most of the large cap coins. Overall, like that, the market, the sentiment's pretty good. All the stuff that's going on, the US crypto regulations, major litigations, clarity for Ripple, and then all of the inflows of the crypto market. Let's see where it's gonna go. Just be patient, diamond hands. That's just stay clear, stay with a great mindset. Don't let all the hype shake you guys out. There's real utility in this. That's all that I can say. And just make sure that you guys have that strength. And if you need to clear your mind, go work out, get some yard work done, go hang out with your family, your kids. And this is gonna be a really great opportunity for all of us. And just enjoy the ride, guys. Diamond hands. That is all. Thank you. Stay safe out there. Enjoy. I'm gonna go hit the gym. Later, guys.